Hello and welcome back to Fumble Folks, where it is the third part of Naming the Nameless, and as is going to be the new tradition, I think, everyone hold up your beverage for the evening.
Yes. Yeah. This is how much I've drunk.
Yep. Yeah.
Bottle almost.
So we are going to move on. So you are on the precipice of course, your grand meeting with the Nameless. Now,
this was mentioned, like, on the second episode or whatever. So this has been coming for a while.
Yeah.
Why would she?
I think Gillian's been told about the meeting with the Nameless.
I'm assuming I have because I'm yeah. for it. So you must have told me at some point.
Yeah.
In the
Well,
group
there was the whole reason we were getting fancy clothes from Vinda.
Yeah. Oh, can Gillian buy some makeup on the way through?
Your Vinda, being the fabulous man he is, will provide you a small box set of makeup that will go with the dresses.
I have a disguise kit. Is this good enough, or did I need makeup?
She wants makeup, not a false moustache. Although that moustache on you does look smashing, my dear.
To be honest, Gillian's probably going to spend most of the time getting ready working out how the hell makeup works, because she did not come from a social class where makeup...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bear in mind, you're in a sort of setting period where makeup is more upper class kind of thing used.
Like I said, she has it, and it's like, okay, excellent. What the frick do I do with this?
Ulstana will join you for looking at makeup.
Yeah, we'll just sit there going, like, right, I think this is how it works. Maybe this goes here? Maybe?
Yes.
I think this goes on our face.
DM, you can decide how much time I make poisons and how much time I do makeup.
There's like 5 minutes poison making.
You're a master of poisons. Give it 5 minutes. The rest of it's makeup.
Oh yeah.
Make them roll for it, because I want to see if they leave there like 13-year-old girls looking like fucking raccoons.
Literally,
Yes.
this is the level of skill I have.
So I am going to go for a roll for it, because once again, it being more of the upper class thing, you're not used to the makeup. So we're not talking sort of old French style, the white with the black dimple and things. So it is makeup, but at the same time, it's a bit more of a, this is like nobles tend to wear makeup, like rouge and things.
I really do not care about makeup normally.
This is the 3-year-olds getting into mummy's makeup.
This has turned into 3-year-olds getting to mummy's
This is
makeup.
the 13-year-old girl trying eyeliner for the first time and completely the rest of it.
Oh fuck, I remember that.
I want to match my grey complexion.
So I'm going to request from you, those of you doing your makeup,
Yes.
let's go for a straight up dexterity roll, because I've done enough drag to know you need a steady hand.
Honestly, yes. Best thing. No. Oh my goodness, how did it roll so many times? 13.
13 and
Oh, that's your religion check. 21 is your dex.
Wow.
12 and 15.
so
That's not right.
yeah. Once again, the makeup you've got is, particularly the one you've got, Gillian, is a bit more basic because it's trying to match the colours and patterns of what you already have. But it works quite nicely. There's a little bit of blush and rouge in there, little eyeliner to make the eyes pop and such, and just to add a little touch of extra colour to the face. As a little bit of practice, probably about an hour's work, sort of trying it and going, okay, that's a little too much. Get rid of it, or that's a little not enough, add a little more. You get quite a nice complexion done to it. With that makeup, with all nicely set up and you spent the time on it, you now have advantage on charisma-based rolls, because you have dolled yourself up for a proper classy meal. Ulsana, you've gone for more the dull tones, the greys, you've gone for more the paler complexions. Black as well, yeah, so eyes popping, darker, particularly the lips and the eyes, going for the dark complexion, make things pop and stand out. Same applies, it is a advantage to charisma-based rolls, as effectively you get everything sort of perfect, you manage to reduce, particularly where you've started to gain some colour and you're starting to notice it now, particularly spending that time with the makeup. There's a little bit of pink coming back to the cheeks, as with the makeup you're able to dull it back down to the ashen sort of grey you're used to.
Hide that shit.
I like Gillian being like, no, it looks not okay. Fine, he doesn't like it. It looks nice.
I'll be back. I'll go to the Shadowfell. Bye bye.
I'm assuming at some point Dice will probably come like past the door once, like
Practice on you.
speaking.
I can't get this
Like
right.
no. She will run away if you try to catch.
Please, my practice.
No. Yeah, she just like popped her head in, and as soon as you guys see her, she's like, "Nope, run away."
No.
No.
Come
Make
here.
them pretty.
No.
That was.
It'll match your hair color.
I'm not that good at this yet.
It's like, I mean, do you really think she like goes for makeup considering she's bright green and has bright pink hair?
Honestly, what sort of colours will go with a green complexion? You get it.
Makeup.
I mean, you might be able to. We'll speak after all.
Green makeup for goblins.
I mean,
There's a gap in the
Yeah.
market for that.
Yeah, but yeah, Dice will run away from Alsana and Jilly and try to hide from the makeup.
Yes, Dice, particularly with being smaller and nimble, will be able to escape the horrors that is the makeup gang.
It's like, come let me practice. Please let me practice.
It would be a light yellow that goes with green and pink. Due to colour theory in the triad.
It's like, Cheery, you got some makeup on.
No, I'm fine. Cheery is.
Sure, I'd really like to practice.
He's going to strap a sword to him, so strap a rapier.
Yeah,
So
I will
have obvious weapons, and then pass Ulsana and Dice a dagger each, which has the words "Torin sends his regards" written on it.
Ooh, yes.
What did you say? Sorry.
I'll pass it because Cheery took 3 daggers off Torin's corpse, and he's had the words "Torin sends his regards" etched onto the daggers. I'll pass one to you and one to Dice. When we find Gem or Lord Grummish. Whoever gets them.
I will put this one in my garter.
Aww.
It's for special occasions.
For special occasions.
It's a very special blade.
Yeah.
If I do anything
special
special,
place
it's just
For a
leave on the
special
fucking-
place. Blade. I will also have a conversation, or somewhat, with Jilly
Yes.
while we are doing this.
Yep, have your conversation.
Aye.
Whatever it is called. I'll get my dress out and I put it on and I say, "Help me, please."
Of course I can help you, dear. And she goes around and helps with the corset and pulls it a little bit tighter than she might necessarily do to make her have a bit of a waist.
Does it need to be this tight?
I mean, it depends on what you're going for, really, but it really does accentuate what you have. I mean, honestly, you didn't need it because you pulled that lovely guy from the ship, but, you know, you have a nice figure, you might as well flaunt it.
Oh. Okay. Yes. It's a nice dress, isn't it?
It's a gorgeous dress. It's not really my style, but it's really lovely on you.
I think it looks nice. Yes.
And it has that lovely space of poisons in it, doesn't it?
Yes, poisons. I like poisons.
That's what a real alpha should do for you. It should really bring out what you like.
Yes, I like poisons, so I will use the poisons. Maybe I might not. Well, it's there to use. Maybe you know.
I mean, my dress has access to all my knives and things, so
Yay!
and it looks really pretty. I've never had anything.
Good.
I've never had the money to buy anything like this before.
Mr. Black, Captain Black, person, get me this, and she shows you the bracelet.
And she sort of like looks and goes, "Wow, that's really pretty.
Yes, it's
I really
pretty.
like you to get something like that."
Maybe.
What are you thinking about him?
maybe he's nice.
Thinking someone long term, or
The longer than 3 days, yes, maybe.
sometimes you just know. Sometimes you just meet a person and know that's the person
What?
you live with.
What's that? Say again.
Sometimes you just meet someone and know that's the person you're meant to spend your life with.
Yes, well, people die all the time, so it's nice for now. So yes, he's very nice, I think. I don't understand the all in what you say emotions maybe that come with the man, but he is nice.
Yeah, Ginny a little bit like her smile fades a tiny bit when you mention that people die all the time. And sort of factor.
Yes. Well, it is no, it's not.
Like it's not particularly like when she forces it back to the smile. It's like it's okay. Sometimes it takes a bit of time to know.
I know people, and I know people who have died, so I don't really I don't really. I'm not. What do you call friends with people, because they die, and then I move on, and then I kill other people, and then they die, and then like it's a thing, But this man, I feel like I don't want him to die. So, yeah.
It's a risk you take being close to someone, I suppose, knowing that
Yes, maybe I should kill him first before somebody else kills him.
Oh. The experience, the time that you have with someone like that, it's priceless. It's something that you'll never get back.
Priceless.
You should take advantage of now whilst you have it. Even if it goes away, you still have those memories with them. It's important. Very important.
But the Raven Queen is important, and the killing people for the Raven Queen is important. So,
important. Religion and things like that, that is important as well. But the time and the memories you have with your loved ones, that's
love.
It's different.
I don't really know what love is, so.
I don't think anyone knows what love is at first. It's something that you learn, like everything else.
Yes. What is love?
Yeah, what is
You don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me. Come on.
Everyone went there straight away.
It is not love, and it will never be love. I never feel love, so it will never be love. Okay, so that's fine. Move on. I
understand. It might change though. Love comes where you least expect it. But like I say, there's no pressure. He might just be a guy you like to be around right now.
Yes, he buys me whiskey and bracelets.
Expensive gifts. They buys you very nice gifts.
It is the nicest gift from what I can remember from my life. So, yeah.
Gillian sort of sits there for a moment and she pulls out a necklace which has a ring on it and just goes, "This is the nicest thing anyone ever brought me."
It is.
And it's just a very plain, just a metal ring, like a wedding ring.
What's wrong? Right.
What is this ring?
Someone very important bought me. Nicest thing anyone ever got me.
It looks very plain.
That's not the important part about it. It's the emotion behind it when he got it for me. Best day of my life.
Who is this?
Someone who's gone now.
Did he die?
He doesn't answer that for a second and just sort of quiet and then just nods. As you
He
said,
died. Well, he just now he is in the better place. He is with the Raven Queen, and he has moved on. And she is looking after him. Okay.
that's what I like to think. I still wish he was with me, though.
It's a good ring,
Very
and
nice.
it's nice for you.
That's what I like to think. And she sort of tucks it back in.
He has obviously looked at this for me. Looked it for me. Specifically for me. I don't know how. He won't say. But
That makes it important.
it's important.
Anyway,
I do hope he doesn't die. You know? So
that's a good thing.
yes, it's good.
Exactly. Hopefully he won't. Or hopefully you'll be able to help him not die.
Yes, I did a thing last time yesterday that I never have done before. And I stopped him from dying.
He sounds important then.
Maybe.
At least at the moment.
At the moment, maybe. Until I see my queen again. Then he is more important. No, he is not more important. No.
It can be important in different ways. Equally important, but in different ways. I think that's a nice way of describing it.
She has never heard this before, and she is definitely thinking about that.
They don't have to be important in the same way. Anyway, have you worked out what the hell this brush is for? I have no idea.
What?
This one. I don't know what it is.
At this point, Cheery comes in and starts helping because he was raised by two mothers.
It's like
Two
Julie,
lovely brothers, and he's just like, right, that's what that one does. That's what that... Bit of rouge. Just keep it nice and subtle and simple. Oh, and dice.
and Gillian's just like wiping like slight.
Dice is long gone. She's
Yeah.
like, yeah, no, she's hiding. She does not like makeup. She does not care. She's going to hide until she can sneak out away from.
All of this.
Cheery goes down to the bar and near Dice's cupboard and bounces a coin on the floor.
Gillian's
not even there.
wiping a few tears from her eyes from this conversation. It's like, it's fine, everything's fine, okay. And continue.
I deplore you. I will not have such wholesomeness in my games.
Everyone is going to die.
Hey.
Is like,
That's my sister.
who has ever existed.
I will warn you all now. Alsana just walked into here, took the jug which was empty, and is apparently brewing more cocktails.
Right.
Like a very wholesome conversation in a D&D game. You need more alcohol.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it does
All
help.
small poos into the beast.
I just love the idea that Gillian's like trying to change Alsana's whole worldview on love and what love can mean to someone
Yeah.
and relationships and
And like I said before, you are noticing some actual physical changes in her as well. There is some colour returning to Alsana, making her look a bit more elven rather than the Shadakai that she is.
I love this. Like I say, I just love the fact that Gillian's trying to convert everyone to love is important and wouldn't throw away the relationships we have because you never know when they're going to go.
I have no idea with Dice. It's like, she's like,
Just wait, you'll have the conversation with Dice at some point. You'll meet him.
oh god.
Yes. So,
I can just imagine that conversation now, and it's going to be fucking either disastrous or fucking hilarious, but we'll find out.
this is my sister Haley,
Yeah, they can, yeah.
Right.
who has both of them have just polished off a jug of cocktail.
Right.
You begin, of course, you've had a little conversation, setting up the makeup and things and clothes, ready for the meeting with the Nameless. With everything set up and done, Do you have anything else you need to discuss beforehand? Plans, queries?
Cheery needs to ask Gillian if she's ever heard about a god called Dracula? The three-headed pigeon god. Three-headed pigeon god?
Oh, Regulats? Regulat? Oh, yeah.
Ragu.
I've heard of them. They're the ones who guys for killing people. Like, they were serious. They, like, literally got people and, like, burned them to death.
Right, well, we've got one of their priests
Yeah.
running our church down by the docks.
That doesn't sound very sensible.
Writing on it.
It isn't, but it will be a useful distraction at a later date. We've also got the pub as a secondary place, which we're going to turn out to be primary. I think our criminal empire is actually going to be a pub crawl at the end of this.
That sounds
And I-
Oh,
honest.
counter the
Sounds like a
crime,
much
save the
better plan.
pubs.
Yeah, I think we'll use the church as a distraction. Just
Are you
so,
becoming the criminal version of Weatherspoons? I love this plan already.
Yeah, I think
Water
we've got a winner.
Is it Weatherspoons and
Water-
Waterspoons?
Yes.
Waterspoon.
So,
Oh, and he also
On that
she
note-
also tells Dice that she can. He's got shinies in his pockets. She's to leave
Yes.
the weapons and the coin purse. Anything else she can successfully pick during the dinner, she can keep. Just so she doesn't get bored and start thieving from the name.
I love the fact of giving her, like, a deliberate distraction.
Yeah, you
'Cause
are
he
you
knows
are
I'll
picking
get
with
bored and cause
disadvantage because I
chaos.
know you're fucking doing it.
I mean, you
Don't
see my
trust-
rolls tonight.
Deliberately
My
saying
perception isn't great.
yes. So yeah,
My
with
passive
that,
is 14.
so Cheery, yeah, you know that there are some things you can pilfer from Cheery, to be able to keep yourself entertained throughout the night's proceedings, which should help out. Hopefully.
Not
I
allowed to
mean,
go
I give
it
it
means-
5 minutes before Dice has everything.
Yeah, not
I
allowed the
know.
weapons or my coin purse.
I love the idea of all of us just having little bits in our pockets for Dice deliberately to steal.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I'm just going to
Child to draw
cause
it when you're taking
chaos.
a knife.
Don't pick the elf's pockets without gloves. You've been making poisons all bloody morning.
Yes. So, is there anything else you need to... Any question you have for me? Or anything you need to discuss before heading to meet the Nameless?
Not that I can think off the top of my little head.
Oh, how did you get on with your quest for gem dice? Because you need to tell us.
Oh yeah. I kind of found out somewhere where he might be kind of back and forthing. Apparently he gambles a bit.
Where to?
Card game.
A hill court.
Would I know that place?
Because of the district it's in, you've heard of it, but you've never really been there because it's a bit more higher class, and because it's so close to one of the barrack structures, it's a bit sort of an avoidable area.
Fair enough.
Though you have heard of it, it's sort of more high class area, but you know there is some things that go down there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, I may have done some shit, but I didn't kill anybody much.
That's good.
And I didn't
Better
steal.
luck next time.
I kill.
Well, I thought
No
you'd be
killing.
mad if you killed him. So I let the kind of kid go.
Gotta recognize
I mean,
I
it was a,
kill-
I'm not that I'm not that mean to kill kids. I mean,
I
I
kill
can't
kids.
draw them.
Scouting, like, if you're going to scout, you don't want to kill anyone when you're just trying to scout somewhere. That
I didn't kill him, but I
You
did scare the
you
absolute shit
scout
out of him.
and you tell me and then I kill.
exactly. Well,
Yeah.
no.
Well, you were kind
How
of
it
busy
works.
making poison, so I thought I'll just go out and
Yeah, that's actually probably a good
Scouting is very
method.
Yeah,
We
you
scout, we find the targets, and then Alsana kills.
And then
But
I,
If we need
I
her to.
did learn how I did kind of scare him like Alsana scares most people.
this good I teach you. Good stuff. Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
yes, I kill. Yes.
And Gillian would mention the fact that there's this strange poison going around. And
All the poison I make poison.
have you heard of this strange poison? Actually, it's a new thing in like Weymouth Street where they've been killing loads of guards. It causes this strange black markings, like the spiral pattern.
Oh, girl, have I heard of such poisons, please, DM?
You can make me I'm going to say a history roll, because you might actually be familiar with it.
But the history is not so good.
Well, clearly you might not know then.
You might not
With advantage because I poison.
I'm going to say you get advantage because, yes, you are a master of poisons.
I'm gonna add it to my whispers if you don't.
No, 9. I have 9. 9! No.
Nerd.
Might need to add it to your whispers.
I'm gonna add it to my whispers list. I was planning on going there anyway, but you know.
So, with the 9...
Into it. Apparently, the more alcohol I drink, the better this accent gets.
You yeah. Genuinely. So with a 9, with the actual 9 you got, you get enough that you know this is something that could be related to the Shadowfell. The spiral pattern is weirdly familiar.
Oh, and he talked about this, like, when they have hallucinations when they're on the poison, and he talked about this guy with many eyes. The hallucination...
Wait,
Oh,
so it's related to the Shadowfell.
I don't really
and
know.
it's got a lot of eyes.
I saw that god with many eyes when, like, the other day.
Didn't Cheery see a lot of eyes?
Maybe that's something to do with poison, or...
Yeah, it looks something
Cheery,
like
were you
this, and I
tripping balls?
cast multiple. I cast minor illusion with the
The thousand.
scary god of fucking millions of eyes.
Exactly.
Were you tripping balls when you saw that?
I can't
Not
get them in...
technically.
Okay then.
I was thundercatting.
He was totally on drugs at the
Sight
time.
beyond sight.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. Spiral poison. I'll add it to my list of whispers. My list of whispers is so long.
Yeah.
It's just because we cause so much chaos that you don't get a chance to find out about them.
Yeah.
I need like a full week to work through my whispers list.
Yeah. We've basically just been running through a field of plot hooks.
Yeah.
I have so many
And then
things.
chucking him chances for more. It's like, I'd like to do this, because it's a good plot.
Welcome to Ryan Games.
Oh, that's the other thing we need to do. We need to go and see how the exhausted Nameless is and help her to...
Yes.
I'm assuming, seeing as she's been asleep for, 2 days? No, 'cause we went straight there from the fucking...
Yeah,
She's had one long rest.
So she's
Yeah.
still going to need a few days of rest before she's properly up and about, and the like. Though she's
She needs to go scouting though during that time. She's pretty good at scouting things.
she's very great. In all fairness, whilst you've got her there, she is actually very grateful for your assistance because you are keeping her there, making sure. Effectively, you've got staff who are making sure that she is being well taken care of. I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've got her and the captain. We've got an infirmary.
You have got a small
Yeah.
infirmary building up at this point.
Yeah.
More practice patience for Gillian.
I was gonna say Julian just goes in every
So we've got a guard captain, one of them Nameless.
stuff that she
We
has.
need to start rescuing more sort of like injured people from different gangs, so they all owe us.
Yeah.
Well, you said Alsanity
Like, if we
injure
deliberately
them.
injure them, does that
Yeah.
count as us?
Well,
No, it's not injuring; it's recruiting.
It's recruiting.
Everybody's stacked up and they've got their weapons. Two of you have got bags of Explodo.
I'm assuming you didn't give me a flower bomb, did you? To be honest, you're probably better off giving it to someone else.
I think I gave.
I have one.
You have one.
You can give one to me. Julian will be a bit like, what is this?
Yeah, I'll give it to Gillian. Gillian should understand it being a halfling and knowing what powder explosives are.
Yeah.
It also operates as a flower bomb,
Yes.
so you can just throw it and run.
Bingo.
Yes.
That's fine. I'll add it to the things. I just want to make sure I had the
It's just, it's a useful pack of tricks because I don't have fog cloud because I've got a familiar instead, and I don't have feather.
Or you can just throw it to make a powder of stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
it's obscure.
It is also a bag of flour.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can also use it to make cake.
Yes.
Julian's the
Halfling
perfect
fast
person to carry
cake.
this because you're just going to go, why have you got this? I'm baking a cake. You're going to see the Nameless. What could possibly go wrong?
I will
We're
pack
about to
as
find out.
many
I can throw it
daggers as I can in my bodice.
hide as many weapons.
Yeah, no one will notice that.
All the daggers! I guess
Mate.
you could train your corset to kind of just throw them for you.
This dress, made by
Why
Coco
not?
Chanel,
Is
is
that
made
still a
solely of
prototype?
daggers. It's still a the man catcher is still a prototype, though.
Okay, manufacturer prototype, right.
But he has said when it is the first proper prototype is developed, it will be coming to you guys to test out first.
That makes
I'm
me
gonna ask him to test out the dagger thrower.
I get the feeling the first mate's going to get a version as well.
But yes, so with the preparations, you get yourselves ready to finally head out and meet the Nameless for their dinner rendezvous. So you will set off through the streets in your very nice wares, as you will eventually come across it's a small manor house, so it's not the most grandiose thing, though for the area it's pretty big, pretty well built. In all fairness, you'd reckon probably a noble of some kind would normally live here. As you arrive, the front doors are currently guarded. As you can see, two figures sort of stood there quite nonchalantly, wearing the usual masks, the sort of white porcelain. So, arriving, the two figures, they do appear to be slightly armoured, some weapons, sort of long swords at their hilts. One will raise their hand and sort of go, "Halt! What business do you have here?"
Oh, we're invited. We're the dinner guests.
You are the Ravens, yes?
Yes.
Well, welcome. Yes, our Lord is waiting for you. If you'll wait a moment, we'll ensure that the preparations are made for you. As what you'll notice is one of them will head in. After a little while, the other one will stand out there. He'll give you a quick nod and he'll go, "So, how was your travels here?"
Easy enough. You know how it goes. One foot in front of the other.
Well, that is good. Yes, the Lord is very interested in meeting you, it appears. He's been quite excited for this dinner meetup. Though, I must admit, this is the first time we've seen him so spurred by such an occasion.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Let us hope it is a good thing.
It's
Can I just make sure that I've taken the platinum coin that Mr. Black gave me?
That's no problem. So you'll be able to tuck it somewhere. There you go. Yeah.
It's in there.
Big money.
That's good.
Yeah.
The
It's
important
in the good
pocket.
purse. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that is my thing. My go-to. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Not a
It
problem.
is-
Don't get too drunk, because the last thing you want to do is go, "Ah, I got this," and pull out a tit by accident.
Yes.
Ah,
Oh, wait.
That's why I'm in charge.
Where's the gun?
Still successful negotiations either way.
Julian is fully inciting everyone she comes across for like motivations and are they planning on attacking them or genuinely treating them?
Okay, you can make me an insight roll.
They'll be doing this for basically everyone she comes across. She's taking this quite seriously.
And dice isn't.
Sorry.
Oh, she's not taking it seriously. I mean, this is dice.
Insight.
28 apparently.
Bloody hell, yeah.
Nice.
Like, she knows everything about these guys.
Yeah,
These-
where they went to school.
These particular guys you're talking
She's
to.
looking at, she recognises them. That is how.
These particular ones you're talking to at the moment are a little. They're a little unsure as what's going on as well, though you don't get any sort of malicious intentions.
Yeah.
All I can hear is the cackling of witches in the background.
It's all I can hear in the background as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not genuinely want to be.
Hello.
Hello.
All I can hear is the cackling every so often. Ah! I'll get you too, my little pretties.
But yeah.
Cool.
Gideon wants to make sure that they're not setting a trap. They're genuinely trying to make peace with us.
Yeah. Once again, the people at the front door, it seems that they don't seem to have any... there's no ill intent there, but at the same time, it's very much of they don't seem to know the exact reasoning for this meeting either.
Yeah. That's fine. No chance of knowing who they are, you know. That's a waste of a natural 20, I feel.
It's a good natural 20. Things you will pick up on them, there's no hostility from them.
Excellent.
Which is good, and also the way they're armed is they seem quite relaxed and casual about things. The way they're standing, they don't see you as a threat, and they're not trying to present any threat towards you.
Brilliant.
As after a little while, the other figure will come in. He'll give a bow to you.
Yep.
Our Lord is ready to receive you for the dinner. Yes?
Excellent.
Wonderful. If you'll give us a moment. And we shall lead you, of course, through.
Lord?
Lord, yes.
Who the fuck calls themselves the Lord? I don't say this to them, I say this to the group.
I love
Someone with too
like-
much in their breeches.
I would love it if it was like
Interesting.
with like Lord.
I just want to make sure you do not dice.
Yes. I'm waiting for you guys. Come on. I mean, we're gonna get left behind.
Listen to me, okay? I
Yes.
just want to make sure that we do not mention black at any point, okay?
Your boyfriend's safe. Don't worry
I
about
wasn't
it.
planning on it until you brought it up.
Yeah.
You will die and not mention black, okay?
Okay.
You're the
come on.
only one mentioning your boyfriend's name.
Come on,
Right.
come on, walkies.
We will not. We're not in there yet, okay? It's fine.
Hey, I'm not wearing the ring right now.
Just saying, don't mention. Okay.
I like that we're having a huddle outside the building to
Yeah.
You've been letting. They've gone inside. Like, what's taking them so long?
Nothing. Move
Sorry,
on.
Shadow Kai went weird. We had to turn her off and turn her back on again.
Yeah.
And I will proceed to the meeting room and
Yeah.
see whether...
Where are we going to?
I
Oh,
think-
We're going over here, up here, I think. It's the room with the dinner tables in,
that makes
and
sense.
and also the throne.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a look, just kind of look around, sort of like, oh, this place, sort of like, just for like exits and things like that. Because, like,
Yes.
just in case something goes wrong.
I want to make sure I know the people who are watching.
Yeah. The figures, once again, they all seem to be following the same uniform, almost. It's fairly sort of darkish robes. They appear to have long swords, and they're all wearing sort of this plain porcelain mask over the face. Though, looking at sort of, particularly where the mask sits, you do see ears and such, so there does appear to be a mixture of races here.
I would like to look for Shadakai, and
Ah.
I will make sure they know that I'm Shadakai.
Investigation roll, as you're going through.
Investigation. No, shush.
Let's see if I have my this. Like I say, Gillian's just inciting everyone she comes across
Yeah.
and looking for lots of places to hide.
So
Yeah.
with the 28, I'm going to say that's going to carry over to everyone you meet at the moment until you meet sort of the grand poobah.
That's fine.
Um,
Like I say, that's her aim. Her aim is to
yeah.
incite everyone she comes across and to find places to hide.
Once again, everyone seems quite the same on. They're not quite sure what's going on either. They're of the intention. They seem to be of the intention of you're here for a meal. We're doing our normal job, kind of thing.
That's fine. No one actually happens to recognise anyone.
No one stands out, particularly you sort of. You're only looking for sort of stance and.
That's what I was looking for, is anyone looking particularly hostile or they look like they're about to us trying or prepared for an attack.
Yeah. The only people who look semi-hostile, you'd say, 30 on investigation. Are the 2 stood by the throne? But you think that's more to do with the fact of their duty as guards
Not
rather
just
than.
we are who we are.
Yeah,
Fine.
it looks like it's nothing to do with who you guys are. It's more to do with it's just their role. They generally just look hostile.
That's fine. That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah.
That's on the job description.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I
Yeah.
rolled a 13.
13. Looking them over, you can't actually spot any of the guards, at least, or these sort of soldiery types who appear to be Shadakai, like yourself. A couple do seem to notice you, but don't seem to react so much. In fact, the 1 or 2 of them, you see some green skin where you think maybe an orc behind the mask, a couple of humans maybe. There's a bit of variety amongst them.
Before I go there, I would like to ask. No, I don't want to ask. No, I do. Why do you wear a mask?
It is requested as part of the Nameless here. We do not show our faces and we do not speak our names.
What is your name?
That is not something I'm willing to reveal.
Fine. Okay, bye. Okay.
To be honest.
Father social skills always
Okay,
on
back.
point.
Yeah.
But yes, they will bring you in and sort of, you dice as well, they will spot you and they'll sort of gesture towards the main dining hall.
I was just sort of like, is there any sort of like hidden sort of or like shadowy sort of exits and just like
There's a
Right,
few.
that's okay as long as I know where they are, just
Yeah.
in case things go sideways and we need to get out of here really quick or to know where somebody might be coming from.
Yeah.
It's like,
So
okay.
there's plenty of doorways and things, shadowy areas. They are very much as they will sort of gesture towards the dining halls through the doors.
Yeah, I'd be like, well, see, I have little legs. It takes me a bit longer than the rest of them. But thank you.
Quite alright, we do understand. Please.
What's Dice short for? Because she's got little legs.
Yes.
Where are we
Like,
sitting?
It's already in the room.
Please sit where is most comfortable for yourselves.
I will wait to see where they are sitting before I sit.
I mean, should I?
Oh, I am
They said sit where you're most comfortable.
I feel like I should say
as a power move, that is fucking brilliant. But no. Jerry sees it. No. Let's.
It just grabs
let's
back
play-
of the collar.
it's like, no.
No.
Like, oh.
And sits her in one of the end chairs, so she's like the high chair.
Yeah.
Just
I-
Just stick with the group, wherever we're going.
And then he's gonna sit. Cheery is gonna sit between Dice and. I've got a random ghost thing that says input value that I'm trying to get rid of.
Ginny will sit somewhere where she can see most of the room. Oh wow! Apparently, when I drink lots of alcohol, I start doing the accent automatically.
Yeah.
Alcohol now.
Yes. They will give you the chance to get seated.
Yeah.
As
She
you,
can see the whole of the room and everyone that comes in it. Maybe there.
yes.
That seems
That's a good spot where you reckon, yeah, you could see most people that come in the room.
That's
I've-
good. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. After a little bit, you'll spot that the 2 guards will seem to almost jolt slightly, as of kind of the same sensation you get when you get the communication from your rings. There's that sudden, oh shit, there's a voice in my head moment. As the 2 will nod their heads, they'll glance towards you and goes, "His lordship is arriving any moment now. He will be presenting himself and he will sit within his throne, ready to discuss with you before then joining you for the meal. We advise the full respects, if you would be willing to give."
Sorry.
That's why I was like, are you genuinely just not moving, or are you just staying there the whole time?
I am. I fell off the chair. I would like to wait to see where the main man is sitting, and then I would like to sit next to him.
He's sitting like up there.
Yeah.
Dice tried to, but then Chewie said no.
So the two guardsmen either side of the throne, as they said, they basically gestured and said, the Lord will enter the room. He will then sit upon the throne for initial discussions. Then he will come and join you at the table for the meal.
So do we have to be sitting right now?
You may stand if you wish for the moment, though.
Okay.
I think the polite thing is to stand when he enters and give us sort of a nod.
Yes.
I'm quite happy where I am. I've chosen
Yeah.
to see most of the room, and I'm happy where I am.
The door will open as the figure will enter the room. A rather tall figure in sort of long white robes that seem to sweep behind him. Everything seems very prim, pristine. Waistcoat and suit underneath, with a white porcelain mask with a red marking upon it. As he will enter the room, up the stairs, and will sit upon the throne. As he does so, he doesn't seem to notice, sort of glance towards you or anything. As he sits, the two guards will bow to the figure and go, presenting his lordship of the Nameless. As they will sort of look towards your table and the rest of you.
I
Insight him up as much as she can.
will look at him, but I won't acknowledge his lordship.
Oh.
Chewie will
nods
smile
ahead.
and bow. Presenting the ravens.
Hold ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
Elsana will sit.
Yeah.
You want
What
to
are you doing, Dice?
Dice was just sort of like, just sort of like stood there at the back, and like as he comes in and sort of like turns or whatever, she just sort of like nods her head a bit, but doesn't really do a lot. She's like, it's I don't know what to make of this. It seems a bit quiet and weird, but
Harry.
So the two guards, particularly with Alsana sort of just sitting and with Dice, the nod, but they seem to glance at each other, then glance to the figure and glance at each other, and then back to the table. With that sort of quick dive look of, wait a minute. Maybe it'll be fine.
I have the excuse of being young, so.
The figure will raise a hand and sort of nod to the two guards. The two guards will seem to be a bit more at ease, as the figure will sit, look towards the table and go, welcome, the Ravens. Yes, I've been expecting your arrival.
Yes.
Welcome to my humble abode. This is merely one of the locations we use for our organisation.
And I do love what you've done with it.
Thank you. It is a personal favourite of mine.
Bit quiet for my taste. Not enough chaos, but
But sometimes there must be law for be chaos to exist. I
fair
like
point,
the
fair
order
point.
because it helps define the chaos of what we do.
Dysel just looks stumped as he's trying to figure out, like, wait, what? That actually makes sense, but no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't.
Chaos.
Yeah, you just see, like, really concentrate. It's like, well, it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense.
I'm not sure this will be the right role, but Gillian's going to try and get a sort of clock on to what this guy's about. Like
Insight. Go
Yeah.
for it.
Chewie also wants to insight the guy, because what the hell
Go
is
for
this?
it.
That's what she
Can I
wants
do
to
an insight check?
Yes, you can. Yep.
look around.
Oh, if we're all doing it, I might as well do it.
Yep.
Why not?
Everyone can do
I
an
think
insight on him.
everyone is just like, what the fuck is this guy?
Her passive insight is 18, by the way. Her passive insight is pretty high.
Oh god.
Chewie hasn't got a clue because he's a face.
And Gillian got 28 again on her insight.
How the
Nice.
She knows everything about this guy.
Yeah, Chewie's relying on Gillian to tell him later.
I have never rolled 2 natural 20s in a row, I think, ever.
Yeah, I'd like to point out
Insight
that when it comes to
from-
combat,
Insight from Ulsana. Oh, there it is. So we got a 10 from Ulsana, which unfortunately, because of the mask, it makes it very hard to get a tell on this guy. Same for you, Cheery. You're looking at a porcelain mask. Dice, with a 15, you get a little bit from the tone of voice. He seems very structured and calm, but it's still hard to get a bit of a read on him.
Yeah.
Jillian, with your critical 28.
Again.
Again.
Anyway, tell me all about this guy.
His intentions are quite hard to read, but with that kind of role, you're starting to pick up some of the gestures and signs and the way he's presenting himself, but also how he set things up for this. There's no one else coming to this meal. It's you guys and him. Either he means some ill intent, or he is looking to set up some kind of job or task for you. Enough that he is looking to have you guys on your own with him, with only his 2 throne guards who clearly he trusts very highly.
So not an ambush or anything.
It could be an ambush, though it could be either or.
Yeah.
You won't know until it occurs, shall we say.
Okay.
Oh, we should have had a safety word.
What you do pick up, Gillian, this is a man of pride. Little gestures of discerning sort of rank and respect are very important to him.
Okay, so we want to be respectful. How do I get everyone else in my group?
Well, Dice wasn't too bad. She's just
Dice
like,
wasn't bad.
yeah, it's just like, what do you expect a kid to do?
Alsana,
Well,
on
technically
the
a
other
teenager.
hand,
So I need to kick Asana at some point to make her bow.
You're never going to get anything out of Ulsana. Other
I
than
know.
just, like,
I'm
the
opposite.
best this guy can hope for
That's her
is,
note,
you know,
or something.
mild hostility.
Yeah. If she doesn't outright try to kill you, that's respect.
To be fair.
he will give
Yeah.
a nod. So please, be seated and we will begin the meal. I will come and join you shortly, as we have much to discuss.
I would like. Oh, but we were on.
Cheery will sit there.
If I
Brilliant.
can get across the notes to Asana, or like some sort of thing like be respectful, really values that.
With where you are at the table, particularly because he's sat on the throne and things, you've got a chance to.
Move over. I'm gonna nudge her over. Like, move over. Move over.
Really important.
Dice, move over.
Cheery will move up just to keep Dice entertained and trinkets in his pockets.
I mean, bullied on one side and then just like Cheer's coming to basically be a prisoner warden on the other side.
I want to sit by their leader.
So,
Oh.
the figure, as he sat on the throne, will stand. As he makes his way to the table, he will stop for a moment and glance towards Osana, who is sat at the head of the table, and then will take a seat next to her.
Okay. Because I get the gist that it's her head of. I'm not moving.
What are they doing? Just sat there going like, Asana, no, okay, she's not moving. Great. Okay.
As he sits,
Moving.
doors will
it's a
start
guy.
to open. It is a man, yep.
Yeah.
Various figures will turn up with, once again, all in the same sort of uniforms with the masks. We'll start sort of putting a large spread of food on the table, like sort of suckling duck, roast turkey, various meats of selection, vegetables all roasted, as everything is very finely cooked, very nice food that's just sprawled along the table. There's enough here to feed about 20 people, yet there is only the 4 of you and him.
Probably the nicest food that I've ever eaten.
It is very nice of you to invite us here tonight.
Thank you. Yes, it was best that we discussed things, considering our recent interactions.
Of course, you tried to kill me. but I will look past that and work with you.
Good.
After Alsana says that, Dice will sort of like lean in and say, "The fact that she hasn't tried to kill you back means she kind of respects you. Well done, dude." And just
Good
sort of
to
like,
know.
"Ooh, food."
The little goblin girl is not wrong.
Well, shall we enjoy our feast? And as we do, we can discuss some business. Seeing as I have you here now.
Of course.
As
At all.
As soon as it's polite to, Cheery starts eating because raised by halflings.
yep.
Same
Uh,
as halfling
yes.
girl.
When Ilsana is allowed, I will eat.
So as he clicks his fingers, sort of more staff will arrive, as each one of you will have a member of staff who stands behind you, as they will actually lean over and start cutting meat and placing it on your plate for you, that kind of thing.
Una has to get back because she wasn't expecting someone to.
Yeah.
It's like,
Um,
okay.
And Cheery's hand drops to a dagger because somebody behind him with a sharp object.
They stand
Flinching.
behind you, they loom over, they pull the knife, and then they cut the ham.
Yeah.
They do
I was just
sort of...
like, wait, this is something that happens?
Mhm.
Is this normal?
Society?
Yeah, it's like Cheery lets Dice. No, it's fine, Dice. It's fine.
But yeah.
Oh, okay.
As they do so, you'll notice the Lord Gentleman himself, he will specifically point at things, and the person behind him will grab the things he wants. So he's never actually actively grabbing anything himself, as you are getting the same sort of treatment, as this person behind you will sort of put a selection on, but he'll wait for you to gesture at things before putting it onto the plate for you.
Cheery gestures with both hands and then casts Mage Hand.
I've only got 2 hands!
I've got 3. Deal with it.
Julian will point at pretty much everything to try.
Yeah, as
try
they
a bit
will
of
get you...
everything.
As they will happily just place up your meal as the Lord will start eating. You notice he takes very small amounts and he does sort of tuck the fork under the mask as he eats. As it sort of just tilts
it
its front
gets
way
messy if
slightly.
you put it over the top.
Yeah.
I
think
Beans! Stop shoving big beans in the top of his mouth.
Yeah. Dice will probably
I'm
just have like a
doing
few things and just sort of like very gingerly with knife and fork, just sort of like, okay, I'm trying to do good here, and just sort of like trying to do proper.
I'ma stare at him and be like, I think it would be respectful if you would remove your mask for this interaction.
Though I very much understand respect, you must also respect our traditions here. You are in my home.
Okay.
Now, if you wish for a mask for yourselves, I can provide, though I have already
You
seen
have
you.
seen our faces. You don't need a mask.
It's purely for yourselves, but I will not be removing my mask.
Okay.
So, a few questions for you. Whilst we enjoy our meals, some light questions, I believe. How are things running with your gang currently?
Fairly well. Made a lot of money in a short amount of time.
It's very good yes, like he said, this very short amount of time is very good actually.
Good.
How is your gang?
Very good. We have many, many families within the Nameless.
Yes.
Though some do not respond the same as others. But things work well.
Of course, as long as you don't kill people you're not supposed to kill.
No, I was very curious. I heard some rumours about a figure called the Baron. Little rumour that he may be the one who initially set you up.
He might be, but we don't know that rumor, so...
No.
What about the person that set you up? Do you know?
He who is one with the Raven Queen, the original founder of the Nameless. He who is not to be named. I'm aware of such a figure, though obviously I have not met him.
Yes, and we are the same with the Baron. We know that he is the Baron and he is powerful, but we know nothing else. And so we are the same in that respect.
I mean, he just offered some of us a job. I think.
We take job and we make money, and we have a very good gang, I think, right now.
Good to know.
It's only a few days old, but we are good.
I love the fact
We're
that
at least mediocre.
We are at least mediocre.
I don't want to get boastful because you know how hubris is.
Very
Yeah.
true.
Start putting on airs and graces. The next thing you know, you're up to your neck in it.
Brian?
we are a few
Yes?
days old. We are barely a week. I don't think we even are a week old yet.
No. As I'm sitting so close to Mr. Boss Dude.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to steal shit. I'm
Oh.
being good.
It is Jet.
No.
Don't steal anything. I don't kill you, don't steal.
Is there...
You need a more notice.
I was going to say, and I'm still going to say, is there anything that I notice about him that tells me, like, what his race is or anything like that, or who he is?
Maybe
The gold thing is good.
perception roll.
Oh, fuck. Here we go. This should be interesting.
That's actually not a bad idea. Maybe Julian might
King hell.
23.
I know.
You got the ones out of the way early on, didn't you?
Bloody hell.
This has been the highest I roll all night.
There are 3 things you notice about this figure.
Right.
1, he has a communication ring on him, which looks very similar to the ones you've got, though not the same channels and things.
Yeah.
But he clearly has a communication ring on. 2, he's putting a lot of effort to cover himself up completely. 3, when he's eating, you get enough glimpse of his skin to realise he's human, not Shadakai. And you were told specifically, this leader is Shadakai.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't notice this. Dice does.
You know this. And Dice can keep it to herself at the moment.
Dice needs to
She
tell
knows.
us. Okay.
Yeah, but if I say it wrong, we get attacked, so... Dice is actually using her little brain at the moment.
Use the rings.
I'll be 2 seconds.
Okay,
Use the rings. Bye.
So,
Dice.
communication,
Dice.
effort to cover himself, human, not Shadakai.
Dice, use the rings.
But you were right there, and he's right
I know.
next to me. If I say anything, he's gonna pick it up.
I haven't with a 10 insight. I didn't recognize that he's a Shadakai, right?
No.
You don't know what he is.
He's definitely got a demeanour like a Shadakai, but that could be learnt rather than natural.
Okay. I'm gonna treat him like he's a Shadakai. Okay.
So, we have much things to discuss in regards to business, of course. Now, you mentioned of course, the one who founded us. Admittedly, he's a bit of a myth and legend amongst us these days, though I do know better. Though, fortunately...
You do know better.
Yes, of course. What do you know?
Well, I am aware he is a person that does exist, and I believe is probably still alive these days, though we very rarely hear anything from him. Though I must admit, because of his inadequate dealings, we have been looking to pull away from his command.
Okay, under another name, of course, but not the Nameless.
And in doing
Interesting.
such things, we would need allies.
I see. And what would you require of these allies?
We need people to assist us in moving some goods, some equipment, and doing a few deals for us. But we also need to ensure that these people can be fully trusted.
Okay. What kind of things would you like us to move?
Some,
What deals?
we do have a supply of some particular drugs, very rare and very pricey. We also have a supply of some magic weapons to be moved.
When would this be a thing?
Once I am certain you can be trusted.
So it
Make
is
you
not.
certain of that.
So it is not tomorrow, but it is in like a couple of weeks, or what? I need to know. We need to know.
Let's say
Yeah, it's
a
time
week's,
management.
a week's
Time management.
Weeks to...
Time frame.
But once again, I need to be sure you can be trusted before.
Of course, we can trust it.
How come?
We are but a new gang, and we need allies to be trusted. So of course we can. If we can trust you, which, to be honest with you, we are not trusting you so much because we can't see your faces. You know everything about us, but we cannot see your face.
And whose problem is that? Yours, not mine. It's very simple. The task I have for you, once again, very simple, and it's something I can monitor very easily. You have a member of our gang amongst your inn.
Yes.
You're doing well.
She is. That is wonderful to hear. I need to ensure that tomorrow morning she
We are
does
looking
not
at-
wake up.
So you want us to murder one of your own people?
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Why?
It's very simple. One, this person provides information further up the chain and believes that she is doing so without me knowing. Two, it is someone I can monitor, which means when she dies, I'll know. If she lives, I'll know. Three, I need to ensure that you can follow this order without question.
And what happens if we don't?
Well,
Because let's face it, no offense, but you've already tried to kill one of our members, and are now asking us to essentially cut ties with another of your people who is
What?
doesn't exactly saved our own lives as well. We owe her a debt. I'm guessing you know this if you're asking us to kill her.
I do.
What question? What did she do to make you want to kill her?
She is spying on myself and the way I run things and feeding it up the chain, providing information that I don't want going up.
Oh, to this mystery legendary man that you believe is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
You
guessing.
not want it to go up. You're not doing what he wants you to do.
I am looking to separate myself from the
Okay,
Nameless.
so why don't you do such a thing and then leave the Nameless and leave the Nameless?
Because he wants the Nameless for himself. Am I right?
Smart goblin.
Basically, influence the
It's
Nameless.
sort of how I've stayed alive so long. But like I said,
And what will you offer us in return?
a chance to take over several of our dealings that are very highly profitable, including 2 drug runs we will no longer be able to continue.
Can I just do one thing, please?
Yeah.
So what you want to do is can you tell what I'm doing? I have a ring on. What you want to do, correct me if I'm wrong, is you want to take the Nameless for yourself and kill everybody that is not willing to work for you.
In a sense, yes.
In a sense, yes. FYI, obviously that was too
Yeah. Oh, I sussed that.
Cheery was thinking about exactly the same thing, slipping the ring on and asking questions.
Is there any way to find out if there's like anti-magic in this room?
If only you had some sort of drug.
I just thought of that, and then another thought came into my head: is this guy is very, very prepared.
Can I ask?
Cheery spills a little bit of soup onto himself and prestiges to take the plate off.
Excellent.
Jerry's gonna do some drugs.
He has such a drug problem.
Jerry totally has a drug problem.
No, Cheery's seeing if the prestidigitation works on the staining.
It does, yes.
Okay. It was just one of those things.
Whether or not it lets communication out of the room is another thing.
Yeah.
Julian is sat there going like, are we going to fight this guy? It sounds like we're going to fight this guy.
So, Mr. Not Nameless Boss, then.
Okay, so you why don't you just? I've asked this. Why don't you just start your own gang? Because it sounds like your own gang would be so much better than this one. No?
Because I've already put the effort into this gang.
Now, the question I have, obviously,
but
you'll have thought of this, is what's to stop, once we go back and we kill this person for you so that you're not, anyway, you turning around and going, look what those bastards have done, and turning up to kill us.
You're absolutely right. I know enough about you. I can track you down and deal with you. And
what do you know about
removing this person? That's a very good question, little goblin. Enough.
I think we must.
If you know about us, what's my name?
Ooh, give me a second.
It looks really uncomfortable. Like, incredibly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, you can see her literally shrinking into herself as this conversation is happening.
I want to protect Jilly, please. I would like to protect Jilly.
Yeah, you can see her literally shrinking into herself and trying to duck her head.
That's why Dice is asking. It's like, if you know about us, what do you actually know, kind of thing.
As far as she's concerned, no one knows her name yet. That's why she wants to get this hat disguise.
I'm just making a quick roll, just checking.
Such lies.
If Julie can extricate herself from this room right now, she'd be running away. Like, no!
Jilly, I protect you.
I never should have come here without a disguise on. Why did I not think of this?
Because it was smart not to. Okay.
No, he's not going to know that. He has a thing. It goes, I'm not aware of your true name, Dice. Though I am very much aware of a Dragonborn who helped you out some time ago.
Fair enough. You've done your homework a little at least. Though there's probably more than one person who was helped out by that dragonborn.
True. But it's someone I have access to.
What do you mean by that?
Sorry to interrupt. Has Dice told us that he is not a Shakai?
No, and he's just dropped something which is really... He probably shouldn't have.
As a Shadakai, can I tell he's a Shadakai?
Once if he's not Shadakai, he's being very good at pretending to be one. He's keeping very covered. The mask and everything is very hard to tell.
Would I know with my insight of 28 that he isn't a shadow?
Oh yeah, with your insight, particularly hanging around with Ulsana so much, he hasn't got the same manner. He's got the mannerisms, but they're false. The way he's doing, he's acting.
Thing. Yeah, can I insight check him saying that he has access to the Dragonborn?
Yes, you can. He appears to be telling the truth.
Fuck. Because I've got lots of things running through my head now. No. What he's talking about is how humans like him shouldn't be playing with dead things.
Humans?
What do you mean humans?
He's a human, Alsana.
So he's not even
Not
the
a
actual
Shadowcat.
lord then?
Wait,
No.
what do you think? What do you mean he is
No, I
human?
think we're done here. We don't talk to the monkey, we talk to the organ grinder. Come on, let's go.
Yes, I will. I will follow Cheery if everybody else is okay.
We're done. We're done.
As far as she can, get out of the building as quick as she can.
So as you go for the doors, guards will move themselves in positions. Will move down as more
Dice will
guards will
put her
start
ring
to
on.
come through the doors. As Dice, you'll take your werewolf form.
Oh yeah.
I
He's
would like
pissed me off way too much.
Julian will try and hide around sort of Cheery. She's going to try and hide
Yeah,
around.
that's fine.
I'm gonna do this like, you know what? We're done here, and like get up.
Yeah.
We're done here.
Cheery slips on the communication ring as well.
You are. Yeah, no, I've had one.
Yeah.
You are
really, really tense. Like, so tense. She's going to try and hide around Cheery as much as she can and use him as cover.
As they start to surround you, as more come in, the figure at the table will stand, pull the mask off, showing he is just human.
Yeah, and I will get as close to him as I can.
As at the start of next week, we will begin the battle inside the Nameless Mansion. More importantly, as this begins, you will all, those of you who are wearing your rings, will hear the message from Captain Black. I am sending men now.
Ooh.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
I'd rather you were sending a certain lady.
Who do you think's leading them? So, thank you very much, everyone who's watching as well, for joining us. This is Fumble, folks. I hope you have a lovely evening, and we will see you next time when, I may just kill some characters. Okay, why not?
Yeah,
See how much I've been drinking.
it's a TPK, so...
Oh.
Mama may die.
What have I done?
Yes. Once again,
Oh.
thank you again from us at Fumble, folks. So, toodaloo.